Hey everybody, welcome to Storm Talk. Way through News meteorologist Brian Good here. Several things to discuss. First off, on the storm board, main issue for anything that we will be tracking that could get outlooked will be about a week from today. We'll discuss that in a little more detail, and then perhaps again on the 28th. Right now I'll push it to the 30th, but there could be two. There could be one on the 28th and again on the 30th and 31st of the month. So very busy end to March. All right, this morning we've been battling the cold air leaving the area and the moisture moving in from the west, and we've had some reports of some sleet around portions of Oldham County into Shelby County, and then as it moved into northeast Kentucky, it really started to come down hard enough to where the roads were icing over. The actual temperatures have been colder there, and as that moisture's been moving through. In fact, the latest numbers, Carrollton's above freezing, so is Eminence. Now North Vernon, you guys are right at that mark, but you're climbing, so you'll be out of the woods here very soon. But in this area is where the problems have been developing. So the Weather Service out of Cincinnati has decided to issue a winter weather advisory that does include Carroll County, technically. But keep in mind, you guys are now out of that zone. So it's mainly a Cincinnati issue. But I just want to let you guys know in case you see the alert, why I'm under a winter weather advisory. It's because you're controlled by an office that is decided to include all of you in their particular zone. So just kind of a FYI. Then we've got the other side of the spectrum, where you get south of the warm front, and you've got these hailers that have been moving through portions of Illinois. They are elevated thunderstorms. There's a lot of lightning with them, a lot of heavy rain. It is a situation where there is a bit of sun showing up there, so this could likely keep them going for a while. It's not overly warm. In the mid-40s. We're not expecting severe weather out of that, but there could be some hail out of those as they move into southwest Indiana and perhaps west of Louisville. In our Kentucky counties. That's something we'll be watching as the day wears on. The big issue, it looks like, with that is just the parameters are there for hail, and in the analysis from SBC, here's Louisville right here, by the way, does show that potential, and now they're about to enter out of that zone. But as the sun breaks continue, I think we may see more the hail indicators go up a bit to our west, so it just wouldn't surprise me. Again, we'll trend it. Not a huge deal there. Here's Futurecast showing this activity moving out. A few more rounds this afternoon. It'll be off and on today. Temperatures will get up there in upper 40s to lower 50s, and we should actually reach our high as the rain ends this evening. The high temperature will then have a chance to take place with a good west-southwest flow close to midnight, just before the front moves in. Then the front moves in, and then that's all she wrote. We'll begin our downward drop, if you will. The only issue I see tomorrow will be on the back side of the low pressure that's moving through the Ohio Valley with this front's attached to. The cloud deck on this edge is going to be relatively scratchy, if you will. There's going to be breaks in it. But there is some concern that if it can hold on too long, and we see this a lot, that that area will get stuck in the 40s, even a chance for some drizzle or even a flurry in some cases around Ohio. And then other areas will have a better chance to get into the 50s where the sun comes out. So I think Louisville and a good chunk of wave country is going to be split with that potential. So just something to be aware of. So if you're hanging out tomorrow and you got things you're working on and you're like, why is it still cloudy and it's 2 in the afternoon? They said it was going to be sunny. No, we didn't. We're trying to warn you that this potential is there for low clouds to get stuck. Let's hope for sunshine. We need some. Better chance, by the way, on Sunday. Then we get this wave of low pressure. It's going to be moving in. It's not this particular map, but it moves in Monday and Tuesday. There could be some lightning and thunder with that. Monday and Tuesday, don't see severe weather with that one at this point. But after it moves by, it does allow for a drop in temperature, and then the stage is set for a fairly dramatic warm front to move in next Thursday. We climb into the 70-degree range at that point, well into the 70s, and then we got to figure out what's going to happen. Is this front and strong low pressure going to move in Friday afternoon with a severe risk, or is it going to be more of an issue of overnight Friday into early Saturday, which would reduce our severe potential and allow for a really nice Friday? The models are kind of split on timing, not surprising here. GFS operational is more of a Missouri with a low, a little bit faster getting the moisture into our area. Euro is more wound up and further to the north, therefore it takes a little longer to drag the front through. The ensembles pretty much match their own ideas, but in general the ensembles are kind of an even blend, if you will, especially the Canadian, of the two ideas. The thing is, when you get a low that's going to be that wound up, it likely is going to go more north than it is east, and therefore a slower progression of the front would make sense. So I think a Friday night event is a little more likely than a Friday afternoon. So that'll be our main issue we'll be watching. Then right after it moves by, we're back at it again. Just a few days after that, another low pressure emerges off the Rockies. The samples show up very well. And that is concerning because even the CFS analog board here, that or not the analog, but the board that looks at potential for severe weather, most recent run, a lot of oranges and red X's there in that top row as we head through the rest of March into April. Very busy pattern. Perhaps one of our more active severe weather seasons shaping up, if this is right, than we've had in several years. So a lot to keep an eye on, guys. And I don't think we're done with snow either. I think I'm talking about flakes. But I think that potential for getting more cold shots in here is certainly still on the table, along with these warm surges and severe weather. So a very active spring this year. We've had quiet ones lately, so I guess we're due on that. Have a good weekend, everybody. Enjoy your St. Patrick's Day. Enjoy watching all the games. Have fun. Be safe. I'm out Monday. I'll see you Tuesday.